So I'm wanting to share a bit more around how you can save more money in buying electricity than is usual. So it's important just to understand how the municipality is calculating electricity, and therefore when you go and buy electricity. Here, for example, are two receipts of electricity, both for 50 Rand, but they have different amounts of units. On the one hand here, we can actually see that this was 50 Rand and it has bought 17.9 kilowatt hours. In other words, it's bought 17.9 units. And here again, a 50 Rand, but it has got 14.7. So that's a difference of like 3 different units. So why is it different? So it's actually a very simple reason. The municipality says that every month, right? So every month, your first 66 units is going to be cheaper than if you then buy more than the 66 units. And we can see that because here in the first one, it says here that from the first block, in other words, from 0 to 67 units, you're only paying R2.79 for 1 unit, right? Whereas on this side, the block is 67 plus, which means you've now already bought more than 66 in that month. You're now going to be charged R3.40 just for 1 unit. So that's the way the municipality is saying that for the people who buy more units, they're going to end up paying more. So what's important here is that every month it sets back to 0. So if you buy 20 units in the first week and 20 units in the second week, that's 40 units, and you're still going to be paying the smaller amount, right? If you then buy another 20 units, so that's still 60, you're still paying the small amount. But if you buy another 20 units, in other words, now you're over 66 units for the whole month, they're going to say now you're going to be charged the higher amount. So my suggestion, if you look here at the spreadsheet here, it says here that every month it starts at 0 again, right? And your first 184 Rand that you buy for electricity is going to be at R2.79 per unit, right? Because every month it says you're back at 0. So how many units have you bought this month? And up to 66, even if you buy 10 and then 10 and then 10 and then 10, as long as in total it is less than 66, you're still going to be paying the small amount. But if you buy more than 66, not in one go, so it's not like I'm going to go and buy 66 in one purchase, but if you add up all the other ones that you've bought in that month and it goes over 66, then they're going to charge you the R3.40. So my suggestion is you always buy your electricity at the start of the month, maybe in the first week of the month or the first 2 weeks of the month, and therefore you can actually see what how much you're paying, which is R2.79. And in that way, if you buy maybe like 150 or 180 Rand at the beginning of the month, then that will actually be cheaper than if you're now trying to buy everything at the end of the month. So I hope that makes sense, that is why those two different receipts show different amounts. For the first 66 in total of any month, you're going to be paying R2.79 for 1 electricity unit. And if you go above that in 1 month, then you're going to be paying R3.40. But remember, it's not every time you buy electricity, they're adding up from the beginning of the month. So if you bought 10 Rand on the first day and 10 Rand on the second day and 10 Rand on the third day, they are saying that's now 30 Rand that you have bought. And that would be however many units that is. Like if it's 10 units, 10 units, 10 units, that's 30 units, and therefore they're going to say when you have reached 66 units for the month, now you're going to start paying the R3.40. So that is what the domestic tariff is for Cape Town Municipality. We don't make any money. This is just because you have a sub-meter, and of course that's how it works. This is just really to show you how hopefully you can actually manage your electricity better, because in all of this case, electricity and water are the biggest expenses. And as we know, with all the load shedding now and all the other things, that Eskom is just increasing their prices. So the more we know how they're charging us, the more we can make that work. If you have any questions or don't understand, please let me know and I will try and explain it again for you.